Sort my other. Hello, Kylie. How you doing? Anna, I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Alright. Millie, thank you for the likes. How are you? Welcome in here. Hi, Millie. You okay? Thank you for the likes, Bella. Much appreciated. Yeah. What's everybody up to then? Hi, MD Con. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Hi, Christine. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well today. Welcome in here, everybody. Thanks for the like. Yeah, so I'm back for a little while. Hi, Kylie. Hope you're well. Hello, Yas. Huh. Okay. Alright. Is everybody okay today? I'm doing fine, thank you. MD, how are you doing? Welcome in here. I'm from the UK, Christine. Where are you from? Where is everybody from? I think my skin's been looking a bit better from this stuff I've been taking, this supplement that I've been taking lately. So yeah, it seems to be a lot clearer than it has been. I don't really seem to be getting breakouts anymore, so that's good. So hopefully it stays that way, because that's not good, is it? Anyway, yeah, welcome in everybody. Hello, JR. How you doing? Welcome to the live. Hope you're having a great day so far. Alright, what time is it? Says Callum. It's 10 to 3. Where are you all from, everybody? Welcome to the live. Hope you're all doing well today. Hello, Nisha. Hello, Shami Magtar. How are you today? Welcome in here. 3 p.m. nearly. Yeah. Hello, RC. How you doing? Hope you're well today. And Nisha's from India. Alright. Yeah, is everybody alright then? Keep the chat flowing. Colin says, oh well, yeah. Yeah, it's 10 to 3 nearly, so. Yeah, what about you? Hello, Kanyas. Hello, Mr. Edge Tree. Hi, Leon, how you doing? Hope you're well. Hello, Dragon Guy. Rahig, how you doing? Kira, how you doing? Hi, Kira. Is it Kira or Kiara? I don't know, but Pablo, what are you on about? What's going on here? Skip at that. Anyway, it says we've got 30 people watching. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all well. We've got Rotten Cupcake. How you doing? Amber Bennett. How you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. How you doing? My name's James. Welcome in. Lily, how you doing? Favorite car? I don't know. You. Aiden, how you doing? I hope you're well. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. That would be really appreciated. Hello, Habib. How's it going? I hope you're well today. Thank you for joining me. You're welcome, Amber. Shade, how's it going? Alright, thank you for the gift, Christine. Nice one. Yeah, no, I'm not American. I'm British. Why does everyone think I'm American anyway? Craig, welcome back. Hope you're having a great day today. Keep the chat flowing. Hello, Nam Bruven. How's it going? Husnain, how are you doing today? Welcome in. Hope your day is going well. Politrus, how you doing today? MRL, how you doing? Aldis, thank you for subscribing, much appreciated. Let's get the likes. So we've got 20 people and 3 likes. Come on, guys, like the live, everybody, if you don't mind. Hello, Estep. Are you British too? Yeah, which part of Britain? Hi, Shorgil. Hi, Lakey. Hi, Ayad. Hello, Yexo. How you doing? Craig says I have a challenge. Okay, what's that then? Anyway, Emily, how you doing? Hope you're well today. Volna, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Nice to meet you all. Make sure you like the live. That'd be really appreciated. Justin, don't know what that is. Froggy, how you doing? Ember says I'm sub. Please, may I have a shout out? Yeah, shout out Amber Bennett. I'm 30 years old. Christine, Zena, how are you today? Hope you're well. Good afternoon to you. Mohammed, how you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Keep the chat flowing. Hello, Princess. Hello, Beidun Fon. How's it going? Welcome to the live. Hello, Emilio. How you doing? Zena. Yeah, nice to meet you, Zena. What's that? Mayan Dung. How's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Hope you're having a great day so far. Keep the chat flowing. Hello, Alex. Drawing Girl, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Kate is here. Welcome to the live. No, I'm not married. No, I'm single. Are you trying to grow a beard? No, I'm just kind of like, I do grow it for a bit and then I shave and then I trim it down. Yeah. Anyway, Mayan Thung. Oh, really? Well, thank you. Hello, Charlie. How you doing? Yeah, thank you for subbing, everybody. Much appreciated. Keep the chat flowing, everyone. Keep liking the live. Yeah, I think I remember you. ST Star, how you doing today? Hi, Bayonetta, how you doing? Natasha Ahmed, how you doing? Hope you're well. So, Natasha Anand, I mean. Did you say my name? Yeah, hello, Emily. How you doing today? Manoj, how you doing? Sienna, how you doing? Pat, how you doing? Catherine, I'm doing fine, thank you. How you doing today? Hope you're well. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, by the way, anyway? Ben Hughes, thank you for the likes. How you doing? Hope you're well today. Nice to meet you all. Hit that like button, everybody. Okay, but that's good to hear, Mohammed. Glad you're doing well. So yeah, Elvis is from India. Welcome in, Elvis. Hi, Funny. How you doing? So I just want to say, you know, like, Jolax, we need to be able to respect each other's beliefs. Everyone's going to disagree. Some people are going to disagree on some things, right? We have to be able to have an adult conversation without it turning into, like, you know, kind of, well, Mr. Krishna, without turning into, like, arguments and stuff. There's no need for it, really. But, yeah, Tara Bap, how's it going? I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing? Thank you for the finger heart, Christine. Much appreciated. Always Aviation, how's it going? Thank you, Funny. Josh and Kay, oh, thank you. Mr. Krishna, Indie Roblox, hi, how you doing today? Hope you're well. There we go, the biceps. You guys love it when I flex the biceps, don't you know? Yeah, we'll do that. Biceps! Get the guns! Yeah! Get the chopper! And how do I feel? Not too bad, thank you. How are you feeling? Hope you're feeling well. Hello, Oban, Hi, Free Fire Games. Donald J. Trump, it's tremendous. I do the greatest Trump impersonation on the internet. It's like so uncanny. It's like he's here right now. I'm doing fine, thank you, Mariska. How you doing? Hope you're well. Lydia. Okay, nice to meet you, Lydia. Welcome to the chat. No, not really. Rollfire King, how you doing? Miran, how's it going? No, I don't have a girlfriend. No, I'm single. I'm a single Pringle. I'm not from the USA. No, I'm from the UK. Why do so many people think I'm from the USA anyway? How old am I? I'm 30 years old. William, how you doing? Oh, really? Oh, cool. What kind of party are you having? How you up in here? Like, what the? Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. Let me just get rid of this. Congrats, Reality. Thank you for the likes. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the 15 likes, everybody on YouTube. Much appreciated. What the hell, what you mean? Hello, Rorona. Kyle, no, I'm from the UK. Raw Fire King, okay. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, I got it cut a few days ago now, but yeah. Is everybody okay? Hello, Silda. No, I'm just chatting, really. What do you mean, Sonic versus Santiago? What are you talking about? Leica, thank you for the likes. Hope you all take care. Baydun. Verona says, why you want, what do you mean? I don't know. You used to get some trolls sometimes, and I don't know if they're being serious or whatever, but 243, how you doing? I hope you're well. This is not really appropriate, is it, you know? A lot of people think that they can just do whatever, you know, but whatever. Anyway, thank you, Silda. Much appreciated. Yeah, keep the chat flowing, everybody. That would be great. Verona says you sound like Batman. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Hello, Eristic. How's it going? Tanya. How you doing, Tanya? Not too bad, thank you. How are you doing? Welcome to the live. Nice to meet you. Thank you for subbing, Yaya Fadila. You're the worst YouTuber ever. Oh, well, that's like your opinion. I guess if I was really the worst YouTuber ever, I wouldn't have anybody watching right now, right? Don't think anybody would be watching me if I was really the worst. Surely there's worse than me. Thank you for reposting, Catherine. Much appreciated. So, yeah, whatever. Just, you know. They hate me because they hate me. That's what it is. 5 push-ups. You want 5 push-ups, right? Hello, Belle de Morena. How's it going? You want 5 push-ups? Okay. Let me do 5 push-ups. Let's do this. 5 push-ups. Here we go. What we're saying. 5 push-ups. Alright? And I'll not just do 5 push-ups. I'll do it in style. There you go. 5 explosive push-ups. There you go. Crazy Fun People, how you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're a very tremendous person. No, I can't do a handstand. Tall people tend to struggle with things like that, so yeah. Never really tried to learn it anyway, but I can't be arsed without sit, to be honest. Handstand, thank you for the follow-up user. I've not really got much interest in learning it. I don't see what I would really benefit from learning it other than just to show off. I'd rather focus on what I'm good at, really, and about 6'4", about 16 stone, so trying to balance all that is hard. You know, it's easy if you're like 10 stone and you're like 5'6". But if you consider, you know, it's like, yeah, basically a mechanical disadvantage. But yeah. James Masood, how you doing? Hope you're well. Sheikh says, where are you from? From the UK, what about you? Mayan Thung, what's that? WLF, what does that mean? Welcome in anyway, people. Hope you're all having a great day. I'm from the UK. Sheikh classes. Where are you from? Hello, user. What's your name? Mum, how are you doing today? So yeah, I had someone in my chat earlier. They were I don't know. Like they were trying to say that, oh, I thought you said you weren't religious, and I'm like, I'm not. And then they were saying, oh, well, but now you're saying this stuff. Thank you for follow Blockhawk, because I was talking about some kind of philosophical kind of stuff, right? But I don't know. Yeah, you can't please everybody, can you? But yeah. But then I said Then I said to him, you seem to be getting a bit triggered. Then they were saying, oh, you seem a bit rude, and I'm gonna just dip out of this conversation. It's like, Hello, Africa. If anything, I would say that they were the one being rude. Oh, really? Hello, Carlo. How you doing? Hope you're well. Hello, Netepsi. How's it going? I don't know. Abs. Okay. Let's try and... There you go. Yeah. Those are my abs so far, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, vegan teacher. I've heard quite controversial. Never really watched her. I've never really had any interest in watching her. I can't be bothered with people like that. Free Fire Gamer says, well, nice. Okay, thank you. Hope you're all having a great day, people, anyway. Keep the chat flowing. But yeah, just, I don't know, really. It's better than me. Oh, really? Hello, Hendrik. How you doing? I hope you're well. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're having a great day so far. Hello, Grace. How you doing? Hope you're well. I don't watch UFC now, Shahir. Catherine, thank you for the likes. I'm from the UK. John, how you doing? I hope you're well. Welcome to my live stream. Hello, Emmy. Hi, Random Prince Shorts. How you doing? Hi, John. Hello, Jess Rue92. I'm doing fine, thank you. Just kind of talking general stuff at the moment, but yeah. But I've been really kind of like, sort of, hello, Adela. I've just shown it before. I'm not doing that again. You can go back about a few seconds. Thank you, John. Nice to meet you. I mean, from the UK, she told it. Hi, Amelia. Sahil Vibes. I don't know where she is. Why are you so obsessed with her anyway? Why are you so obsessed with Demi anyway? I don't really... Anyway. Hope you're all having a great day today. Thank you, BTS. Welcome in. Nice to meet you. I'm doing fine, thank you, Jess. How you doing? Cute bird. How you doing? Susanna Van Putten. How you doing? What's PSG win? What does that mean? Anyway, welcome to the chat, buddy. Thank you for the 22 likes. Keep smashing that like button. Thank you, Emil. Levine, how's it going? Or Levine, however it's pronounced. So it reminds you of Adam Levine. Is it Adam Levine? The guy from Maroon 5. Anyway. Yeah, RDSN, how you doing? I don't know. I don't watch football, to be honest with you, so I wouldn't know any of that stuff, to be honest. MM2, how you doing? Victoria, how you doing? Oh, day off. Okay, fair enough. I'm 30 years old. We're saying Victoria. Okay. Shahir, I don't know, really. Hi, MM2, what's your name, by the way? Nice to meet you. Hope you're having a great day. Keep the chat flowing, everybody. Yeah. I've got 24 likes on the live. Smash that like button. Let's get it to 50 likes real quick. Alright. So, yeah. Free Fire Gamer says, who is what? Hello, informative. How you doing? Hello, Arslan. I'm James, or Jamie, whatever you want to call me. Verona, favorite game? What do you mean, video game or just game in general? Video games, I'd say, like, I don't know. I used to like a lot of racing games when I was a kid. Like, I used to like Need for Speed and stuff like that. But it's been quite a while since I was doing video games. Yeah, how you doing, Mohammed? My country is UK. Brazy James, who's begging? Hello, Nana. I sing son. How's it going? I was called a bot. Who called you a bot? Yeah, I don't know. They just like to mess around, these people, don't they? Yeah, of course. I'm from the UK. I don't know how anyone would even get it wrong, but some people don't seem to understand the difference. Okay, Psy PR. No, I'm not Scouse. No, I live in York, originally from Blackburn, so no, I'm not Scouse. I was told I'm about 6'4", roughly. Anyway, how rich am I? Why? What the hell? Anne, how's it going? Hope you're well. 1,000 push-ups. No. 2026, I don't. Jess is from Newcastle. Come on the north. Yeah. Hello, Merila. Thank you for the likes. How are you doing today? Hope you are. I'm on TikTok and YouTube at the same time, just so you don't get confused. Thank you, R4YV847. Nice to meet you. Margaret, how you doing? Hope you're well. Rose, just chatting, really. Just, nothing, no particular agenda. We're just kind of... Sometimes I like to do Donald Trump impressions on these live streams. It's so tremendous. Hello there, Jizzle. Hope you're having a tremendous day. Hello there, Leslie. I'm doing fantastic, thank you. No way, what's that? Jess says, haha, great. Yeah, what do you think of Trump then? Yeah, yeah. Reform UK is the greatest party in the UK, maybe apart from Restore. Restore's doing a great job too, and I think one of those parties we're going to win. I don't know, but I think that the British people need a party like that, don't they? Because they're like me, because they're right wing. I'm just messing around. I'm not really a political. I mean, I just don't really follow politics much. I just think it's all a joke, to be honest with you. But you know, that's how I see it. Oh, really, Wes? How you doing, Wes or Wes? Hello, history. Has anyone seen a guy called Wes Watson or Wes Watson? Right. Hello, you're Blink. How you doing? Leslie says, would you rather eat cake or eat chili? I mean, I guess it depends on how hot the chili is, you know. Hello, Kawaii Trump. You're called Trump like Donald Trump. Is that what it means? Oh yeah, you got a Donald Trump icon. Well, you're one of my supporters, aren't you? Arif, how you doing today? Oh, I got great guns. Look at my guns. They're so tremendous. My guns are bigger than like 44 Magnums. Clint Eastwood would be jealous of my guns. Mine look like 22. What? They're not 22 inch now. They're just kind of. That's just unflexed. That's flexed. Yeah. I mean, I think my arms are about 15 inches or something like that, but. What's that? Nice. Okay, thank you. A BB gun. 22 or 22 rifle. Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you meant. Oh, sorry, I was getting a bit confused there, but yeah. Where Benjamin? Hello. I don't know, history lover. I don't know. I don't really want to get into that kind of stuff here, really. I'm just here to have fun, really. Now, thanks for the 32 likes, everybody. Much appreciated. Hello, Zoad. How's it going today? You okay? Welcome to the live. Just friendly American banter. Okay then. Hello, Jello. How you doing? Yeah, some people say that like Britain has the best banter. What would you say to that? Like, I mean, that's like some people's opinions like on that. It's like saying that Americans don't really get the British banter. But I don't know. Some people argue that the British banter can go a bit too far because, look, Anis said sometimes people will just put each other down and just kind of chip away at each other's self-esteem and all that, which I don't really think is a good idea. We should be trying to big each other up, you know. Hello, now some people might argue that it's there to thicken people's skin and stuff. But I would say that if done with sometimes it could be done with malicious intent to try and put each other down, which I don't agree with, stuff like that. Britain's banter is far more intelligent and articulate than us Americans. It goes over our heads. Yeah, I guess it depends. Some people might get it, but it's just one of those things. But it's just that sometimes the banter can go really extreme here and just really savage, you know. Being hard into the banter, but some people just can't. I guess it depends on what they're trying to do. Like, what is the intention of it? Is it just bullying under the guise of, oh, it's just banter, bro? Because I noticed like when I went into this college and there was like a different environment and I was around all these people and in this small kind of few people, right? And it felt really uncomfortable. It felt like I was the butt of every joke, like, and it was just felt like it was all aimed at me. And they'll be like, oh, it's just banter, bro. But it didn't really feel like that, you know? It didn't feel like just banter. It felt like they were just trying to single me out and just try and, you know, because it would to make them feel better about themselves or something. I don't know. So it's about trying to, you know, sort of like, yeah, is that sometimes people will just do it to bully people and, yeah, I can't really get down with things like that. I don't know, probably Ronaldo then, whatever. I don't. Anyway, but you know, I understand that sometimes we can have a joke and we can, you know, have a laugh. But I guess it comes down to like people need to be like, you know, sort of. It's just a joke, and it's not meant to be taken seriously or anything. But it's just sometimes people will, you know, chip away at people's insecurities. Hello, Elixir, how you doing? Hit a high note. There you go. Video gamer, what are you saying? Hina, how you doing? You have to tolerate, what is that? Oh yeah. Yeah, how you doing everybody? Hope you're well. That was good. Okay, if you want to say so. Oh goodness. Can you sing? I can sing great. I'm the greatest singer in the entire world. Lovely high note. See how high I can actually go. Then I can go really, really low. How are you doing? Oh, really? Oh, alright. How's that then? You're Jess. Hello, Tristan. How can I go higher than a woman? That's mad, that, isn't it? Are you jealous, really? Are you actually a woman? Hang on a sec. Hello, Ivanka. How you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome to the live stream. That was awesome. Awesome. What's your name? My name is James. How you doing, Shah? Hello, Tervera. Do Batman voice deep. I'm not sure how he sounds like. Oh, you're a woman. Well, I would say so. Oh, really? So you're a woman and you can't even go that high. Do you smoke or something? Hello, Mila. Because sometimes people who smoke, they struggle with, like, going high, I guess. It makes their voice go, like, deep and raspy sounding, you know, like, hey, I've been, like, smoking, like, the green for, like 2 decades, and now my voice sounds like this. I've got this, like, voice because all the smoking that I've been doing makes me go really, really hoarse. Hi there, Zane. Hi, Owen Ruth. Why do I sound like an American? Is this the way you sound? I can sound however I want to sound. I like your haircut. Oh, thank you. I love my haircut too. Thank you very much. I quit 2 years ago, but yeah, true. You have a deep voice, but can hit a good high note. Really, yeah. Yeah, so I can really just, you know, I must have quite a few, like, octaves in my vocal range, but I find it hard, like, trying to sing high notes without it sounding strained. That's the only thing. Well, I can go high, like, do falsetto, but it's that kind of mixed voice where I struggle with, where it sounds kind of like, I don't know, I can do, like chest voice, and then I can do head voice, right? But then when you're trying to combine the two, that's the thing that a lot of people struggle with. But yeah, it's like, there's this whole, you got the deep, like, you know, like the chest voice, which is like what I'm just, like my natural speaking voice. La 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 la, that's all chest, right? And then you've got the head voice, which is la 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 la. La 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 la. And then there's the mix, which is like la 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 la, which is kind of a, you know, a combination of the two where you get that kind of mix range. But yeah, dude, Trump is a ghost. What do you mean? Hello, Ganymede. How you doing? See you later, Catherine. Okay, thank you for the likes. So yeah, mix would be ah, ah, ah. So it's just trying to practice in that kind of mix to try and, otherwise sometimes it would sound really strained and kind of, you know what I mean, like it's forced. But it's just something you have to practice. Who hurt? Oh yeah, Trump impression, yeah. What's that, Shav? Stu saying, asshole, what do you mean, Drake? Yeah, sing you a song, what song? I don't know which one to do, really. I don't know. Give me a song to sing then, I don't know. Thank you for the 42 likes, everybody. Hello, Alicia, nice to meet you, hope you're well. Yeah, there's that song in there, what is it? I'm easy like a Sunday morning. Yeah, that what is it? Rolling in the deep. Well, that would be a bit like high for me, wouldn't it? But you'd have to just knock it down. Oh, let me think. Let me try and see if I can do it. I don't know. There's it. I don't know. That's gonna like yeah, I could try and do it in just normal voice, I guess, but you like the background? Oh, really? Hello, Anna. How you doing? There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching up here. I don't know. It's just hard to try and stay in that sort of register, but maybe I'm trying to force it too much and it just sounds strange. But yeah, Sorty, how you doing? It goes like, there's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out of the dark. That one, yeah. Yeah, it's just hard to try and to get, sort of stay at that kind of pitch, I guess. It's just practice, basically, but yeah. Oh, yes, but yeah. Okay, thank you, Earning. What's my name? It's James, yeah. And then there's that song, what is it? Unchained Melody. It's like, it goes, oh my love, oh my darling, I hunger for your touch. There was this guy that absolutely butchered it on the Got Talent show, but yeah. And it's like, what is he doing? Like, he sang a lot worse than that anyway. It was like, he sounded really breathy and weird. But yeah, it's something you have to learn to be able to kind of do it. What's that, prototype? What do you mean? Tim Johnson, how you doing? What colour do you like? I like all colours. All colours are great. I love colours. Beautiful colours. Don't sing, I can't take it. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll just keep doing it then. Well, yeah, what's that? Just gonna prep my tea and dinner for tomorrow. I'll be back. Okay. I'll be back. Get to chopper. Yeah. How's everybody doing today anyway? What other ones is there? Yeah. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good... Hang on a sec, I got that wrong. Oh, really? I don't know that one. Let me try it again. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't you stop me now if you want to have a good time. Just give me a call. Yeah, that was Queen. Don't stop me now. Okay, I'm bad. Okay, bye. Whatever. Just, you just like, you don't need to say that, do you? You just, well, if you have nothing good to say, then just don't say anything about that, Just, I don't watch Formula One, nah, I don't. I used to play racing games and stuff, but I mean, they could probably not do any better than, you know, they probably couldn't do any better, could they? You know, let's face it, right? You know, you probably can't do any better, can you? Do I make money sometimes? Why? What are you on about? What's going on in here? Drew, how you doing? Trump trying to sing to Melania. What song would he do to Melania? Hello, Shorty. Let me do a Trump song for Melania. Let's have a look. AI will come up with one for me. Right, let's see what we've got. Make a song for me. Right, let's do this. Hello, Caroline Army. How you doing? No, I don't watch any of that, to be honest. Not really something I have much of an interest in. What's this? The bike is new, but the ride's the same. A different Adam, a different... Hang on, oh no, hang on. What the hell was I... Oh no, this was something I was looking into, and it's just kind of like... It gets confused sometimes, because I meant like... Oh, what the hell? No, I meant... Trump song for Melania. Sometimes it like gets confused, and then... Let's have a look. I was like, what the hell? Hey, here we go. Forget it. I can't be asked. I don't know. Hello, Linda. How you doing? Hello, Adam. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining me. Let's get the likes up. Got 47 likes on the live. So let's get to 50. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you want to have a good time, just give me a call. There's that other song. What is it? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Don't know if I know that one. Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, I never got into him, but anyway. Okay, well, bye then. If you don't want to subscribe, then bye. No one's forcing you to do anything. Goodbye. You know? Bye. No one's making you do anything. Goodbye. On with your day. Alright. Okay, Mila. Anyway. Is everybody alright then? Hope your day is going well. Keep the chat flowing, everybody. Nice to meet you all. What is your name is Neha. Okay. Nice to meet you, Neha. Yeah, City of Stars, I don't know. Have a blessed day. Yeah, you too, Yokai. Hello, Angela. How you doing? And yeah, you guys... No, I've never played Red Dead Redemption 2 now. I never really played a lot of shooting games, to be honest with you. I was more of a racing game person. Those were most of my games were racing games. I also liked Tony Hawk games as well. Those were quite a thing that I used to play a lot of. But anyway, hello Bent Finseth. How you doing? You alright? Welcome to the live. Hello Cool Lion. How you doing? What's that? Il Padrino. Jermaine Koning said, how you doing? Fine, thank you. How you doing? Welcome in. Let's get the likes up here, thank you. Bentley Toodle, how you doing? Hope you're well today. Nice to meet you all. So great to see you all. You're all so tremendous. What's your favorite spirit animal? I don't know. Happy birthday to you, Mila. Yeah. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Mila, happy birthday to you. Sorry, what are you saying? What's your favourite film? I don't know. I don't really have a favourite film. I don't really have a favourite anything particularly because it's a very subjective thing, and you know. Hello, David. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm not really good with like subjective things where it's like, okay, I either like something or I don't like it. What is your dream? Says Chloe. I would just say become successful and be able to be a star and just do what I want to do, really, you know. Maybe I can start making music one day, you know. That's what I would like to do one day. What are you saying, Aoife? None, I vote none. What you mean? What are you talking about? Can you sing Pretty Little Baby? I don't know that one. Thiz Game Z. I'm doing fine, thank you. How you doing? I hope you're well tonight. Thank you all for joining me. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. We've got 26 people watching, so welcome everybody. Yeah, just keep the chat flowing. Oh, poker face. Poker face. Carry my poker face. Yeah, there we go. Rah, rah. Rah, rah, rah. You know that one, yeah. Favorite celebrity? I don't know. I don't really look up to celebrities, to be honest with you. I don't know. That's just me anyway. What's that? You listen Sidhu song. I don't know that one. Nicola, how you doing? Hope you're well today. Thank you for following Miss Kulasa. Nice to meet you all. Keep the chat flowing, everybody. Thank you. Share the live out if you can. Got 53 likes on the live, so yeah. Hello, Best John Merkoki. Hello, Mustafa. How are you today? Hello, David. Hope you're well. Oh, thank you. I know I'm a very handsome man. Oh, he's doing the 6-7 again. All right, whatever. They won't let up with the 6-7 stuff, will they? You know? Yeah, they just won't give up, will they? 6-7. It's like, okay. Just feels like kind of Groundhog Day or something. Medina, I don't know. I would say in terms of the talent, I would say like Mike Patton because he's just an absolute musical genius. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if he's like would necessarily be my favorite singer, but I don't know. But he's very. If you just go off of his talent, then it's like arguably one of the best singers of all time in terms of the technical ability. But yeah. Mitchell, I'm doing fine, thank you. How you doing? Okay, take care, Mila. No, I don't really do Instagram that much. Anyway. Okay. I don't know, it just gets a bit kind of, you know what I mean? Like, people can get so demanding, can't they? Like, I don't know. I'm just here to just chat and talk and stuff, but I mean, after a long time, you always like to hear, like, yesterday, weren't you? You're acting like it was ages ago, smart. Anyway, is everybody doing alright though? Welcome in. Riata, how's it going? Welcome to the live. What's up? You're up a sad face. Andy, hi, welcome back. How's life? Not too bad, how's your life? That's life! It's what all the people say! Yeah, that's Frank Sinatra song. Hello, Steph. How you doing? What are you saying? I don't think that... This is what I think, Rajan, that on their first date, you basically, I think that it shouldn't really involve spending a bunch of money, right? That's what I think, anyway. Hello, Ivan. Like, if you're just trying... Hello, Sunrise. If you're just trying to get to know someone, why does there have to be money involved, you know? Hello, Branny. How you doing? Oh, yeah... Which one? I don't know. I mean, I have to like... there's that other one. What was it called? Come Fly With Me. Was that a Frank... I think that was a Frank Sinatra... was it a Frank Sinatra... Yeah, it was a Frank Sinatra song, yeah. Do fishing. No, I don't do fishing. Hello, Bez John Merkoki. How you doing? Bummy, cute, how's it going? Okay, so the first date that there is money involved, who should pay? I think that it should be probably like a 50-50, I guess. These days, I think it's like, if both man and woman are working, then it should be, they should pay for themselves, you know? They should just split it, you know? I don't know. You know, it's like, yeah, that's what I think anyway. What are you going to even do here? What do you mean? Oh, Leah, what's with this attitude anyway, guys? The door is open. What do you mean? There is no door open. That's the window. What do you mean? I think the waiter should be on the first. Really. Info Tuber, how you doing? Crystal Fair, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the likes, everyone. Yeah, it's a bicycle in the background, yeah. Do I like football? Not particularly. I don't mind a kick around once in a while, but I don't really play it that much. No, I'm not a Greens voter, Eric, no. I don't vote for any party, actually. Fly me to the moon, oh yeah. Fly me to the moon! I don't really know the lyrics, though, so... Nice to meet you, Leah, how you doing? Hope you're well. So yeah, I don't know, it's just, we're just here to chat, and, you know, why can't people just kind of hang out and kind of get the vibe of it, you know? You can just kind of make your own mind up of how it goes, really. And yeah, Carrot says, chugging beers in the bath, what you're saying. Okay, what the hell. Oramex, how you doing? Zuzia, how you doing today? Karim, how you doing? No, we're not doing that. Okay. Thank you for follow, Perry. Named after the greatest soul musician of all time. Which one's that? Angel, how you doing? Miss Tyra, how you doing? Jesse, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Hope you're well. Eric. No, we're not doing the political stuff in here. Charlie White, how you doing? Right, we have to get rid of the spam. Hi Terry, not seen you for a while. How you doing? You alright? Welcome to the live. Hope you've had a good day. MYD3M, how you doing today? Hope you're well. Eureka, how you doing? Welcome to the live. How to become Elon Musk? Why would anyone want to become Elon Musk? You're welcome, Terry. I'm good. That's good to hear. Why would anyone want to be Elon Musk? Like, that would be like not something I would even want to become. Lord Patahan. You mean in terms of like the rich? Okay, thank you, Shorty. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so why would anyone want to become like Elon Musk? You know, it's like, and even if you had all of his money, but then you're, you know what I mean? Hello, Megan Love. Would you really want to have to do all of what he does to get there? Hi Priscilla, how you doing? Hello Altaf Sayed, how you doing? Welcome to the live. But it's like, just because someone's rich as hell, do you necessarily want what they want? It's like, let's say be careful what you wish for, right? Hello Sonny, the thing is, you could get to the top and then you might decide that actually, you know what, is that really for me? Hello Jack Reese. You've got the whole world scrutinizing you, so you've got to think about that, really, you know? Thank you for the likes, everybody. And you've got so much to lose. You've got people who will try to take everything from you. They'll say you'll have people trying to... It's just, there could be a lot of stress at that point, you know? The more you have to lose. You know, you're under a lot of stress to, like, try and maintain that lifestyle. Yeah. So, yeah, no, Charlie, it's been growing like crazy lately. 11.3k we're on now, guys. It's been growing fast. Beauty, thank you for the likes. The best, John. I don't play Roblox, no. Thanks for the 63 likes, everybody. Much appreciated. Yeah, keep the chat flowing, everybody. Oh, you're in Vietnam? Oh, yeah, Vietnam. Yeah, I'm in the UK myself. Yeah. Yeah, how you doing, Dawn? Cute. Hope you're well. Money or love? I think love. Yeah, money can't buy love, right? I mean, yeah, you can say, well, it could buy you, you know, somebody, right? But then it's like, do they actually love you? They just love the money, you could say, in that case. Hello, Joel. Did he love you or did he love the money? You know? You think that you can just buy yourself love? It's not going to happen, is it? Not true love, anyway. Hello, Just Deep Origami. How you doing? But nowadays, people who have money only get lovers. Well, they probably get gold diggers. That's probably what they get, you know. But yeah, you'll find out if someone truly loves you if you're at the bottom, and they'll be with you anyway. Money can buy happiness, or do you mean money can't buy happiness? You could argue that in some ways it can. Like, you could say, well, indirectly it can, because it can buy you things that can make you happy. Opinion all about goals, I don't know. We don't really do that on here. I think it's all just a bit of a mess, all that kind of situation. But thank you for following, Luna. True love comes from the heart, not money. Yeah. The thing is, oftentimes the problem with money is that then you don't know who's with you because you're money or not. Like, if you was to lose all that money, would they still stay with you? You know? Yeah, I got a lot more audience now. I know. Yeah. Look, Clip 69, how you doing? Any hobbies? Yeah, I've been doing this, like... I doubt it, yeah. Yeah, because if it's based on money and they were only with them because of money, then they're not going to stay with them, are they? So yeah, you don't know if they're with you because of your money or not. So this is the thing you've got to be careful of. You know? Hello, GTM, how you doing? How did you know that they actually love you? Hello, the Dark Matt Corny, how you doing? Opinion on being predator/prey. I accept myself as being a predator because I got to hunt, compete, and win. I find it hard to accept myself as prey, as hunted, as vulnerable. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Hello, Clarissa, how you doing? I hope you're well. It's called a mouth harp. But sadly, money, big houses, and cars equals respect equals happiness. Yeah, but it doesn't equal love, does it? You know? But that's the thing, you know, you just get a bunch of shallow people. Shallow people I don't think are capable of love, in my opinion, but anyway. What's your favourite mythical animal? I don't know, really. Probably, let me think. Maybe dragons or something. I remember there was this conspiracy theory, or whatever you want to call it, that dinosaurs are actually a cover-up for dragons. Okay, toy pups, no worries. Ellis Assured, how you doing? But yeah, dragons are cool, breathing fire and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, hello, Altaf Syed, how you doing? Favorite season? Probably actually maybe like either spring or autumn, maybe sometime around then. I do like summer sometimes, but yeah, it's just when it starts getting towards summer, I start getting like hay fever and stuff. But I'm gonna try and see if I can actually like get it under control this year. I'm gonna hello, Nainal Singson. I think so. Okay, Just Deep. That's good then. Yeah. Luna, how you doing? I hope you're well today. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Kearney Asti. Like, rainy BC, no one knows if one is crying. What do you mean? Hi, Curtis from Vegas. Oh yeah, I'd like to go there to the Stratosphere Tower someday. It's supposed to be cool. Who's got no money? But yeah, I think that trying to make money, there's nothing wrong with doing that, you know. And, like, people will try and shame others who want to become like an entrepreneur and make something of their life. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just that you have to make sure that you're finding a balance where you're not letting it take over your life. Can you do a Keir Starmer impression? Well, it's supposed to do a Keir Starmer impression, like, it's like really days late, just, just trying to, just open your nose, I think we need to like overturn Brexit, and I don't know. It's a bit of a tricky one to do, but yeah. but it's kind of generally like just kind of talk through the nose, like just like really nasally and just yeah, like that sort of thing. You know, it's like I'm you know like my name is Keir Starmer, and Kimberly, how you doing? I hope you're well. I'll have to try and like study his voice a bit more. I can do Jordan Peterson, you know, it's like Kermit the Frog. Hello, Lalit Solanki, how you doing? Hello, Chris. Oh yeah, Chris P. Bacon. Yeah, I've seen that name before. Yeah. Anyway, is everybody all right then? Hope you're having a great day today. I don't know Hindi. No, Void Taurus, how you doing? Mr. Bites Explorers, how you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. Yeah, I'm good. Good to hear. Good to hear you're doing well. Thank you for the 68 likes, everybody. A Brummie accent I can try too, can't I? Take care, Mitchell Stark. Yes, this is my Brummie accent. Your voice is not clear. What do you mean? No, I don't know. I don't really know my favorite YouTuber. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite. I don't really get too kind of invested in any particular YouTuber. Really, I just kind of watch some random stuff. But yeah, are we all right, people? Then death metal scream. Yeah, I can. Yeah. Boys everywhere. Everyone. That was down over the floor. Death is everywhere. Death is everywhere. Yeah, those are death growls, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway. No, it's just the death growls, they call them. Bye. Hi, Kazik, how you doing? Hello, Lorna, how you doing? Disney, oh yeah. Yes, I can do Yoda. Message from the dark side there is. Yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, Toy Pups. Yeah, you too, yeah, you. Sorry if I'm not really in your chat that much, it's just, yeah. Mr. Frame Frag, no, I'm not. Hi there, fun time. I can do a lot of different accents and that. I need to try and learn some other accents and stuff. There's some that I struggle with, but yeah. Yeah, welcome in everybody. How's it going there, Klein? Hope you're having a great day today. I don't know that one, C Fox. What song is that? Yeah. Yeah, welcome in everybody. I love cats and dogs. They're so great, they're so tremendous. Anyway. Welcome in everybody. How's your day? Hope you're all having a good one. Let's get to 100 likes. We're up to 74 likes. Hello Vicky, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Hello Marwa Hussein. I'm doing fine, thank you Vicky. Where are you from? Nice to meet you. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for the 75 likes. There do dual streams. I'd love to come up and chat with you one day. Maybe one day. Salad. Well, Tommy, I tried to do impression of him, and we can't have more migrants in this country, okay? They can't come into this country anymore. This country can't take any migrants. It's my impression of Tommy Robinson, okay? Rihanna, I'm doing fine, thank you. How you doing? Hope you're well. What are you saying? Business? Yes, I do, Monster. The Dark Matt Carney, how you doing? Hope you're well. Vicky, maybe one day. They are coming into our country and they're taking our jobs. Or whatever he says. Who? In about Tommy. It's not even his real name, is it? Yeah, it's not even his real name, did you know? It's like a stage name. Oh yeah, you loved my mic. Oh really? Okay, Jules. Thank you. Oh cool, Caden. Is a traitor, remember what you saying? 79. What do you mean, who's a traitor? Oh yeah, welcome back. I was just doing an impression of Tommy Robinson. Like, we can't have any more migrants in this country. Yeah, you call me a fake, call me what you want. But what I say is the truth. Where I live, your mama's house. Chris says Tommy's right though. Right about what? Anyway, Curry, how you doing? Hello, Hanadi. Do I play sports? Not really. I do fitness. What on earth am I watching? I was just doing the Tommy Robinson thing. Oh, Nika, Angela. I mean, he might have some points on some things, but it's like, didn't he just like do one to like Spain or something? I mean, it's like, I don't know. He's supposed to be all like a patriot and all that, but yet he moved to Spain or something. Thank you for the follow, Humera. But I think he just kind of, like, I don't know, a lot of them like sensationalize things a bit too much, and good point, Strong Messenger. I think that's the problem with some of these people where it's like, it ends up actually kind of discrediting any truth that they have. It just seems like they're trying to, like, I don't know, just do whatever, he's just doing whatever's going to get him, you know, traction or whatever. I don't know. Hello, Kwani Bertok. It's like, for example, I don't know how true this is, but let's have a look and just fact check it a second before I make any claims here. Something about Israel, basically. Because basically, Tommy basically says that he's a proud Zionist or something, so. And I don't want to get too much into the geopolitical stuff, like I said, but basically it says here about him receiving significant financial support from various pro-Israel groups and donors, primarily based in the United States. Well, there is no public record of direct funding from the Israeli government itself. The Israeli Ministry of Diaspora Affairs reportedly planned to host Robinson on a paid visit in 2025, describing him as a courageous leader against radical Islam. So the thing is, right, he will just kind of do that because, it's against Islam, but then kind of be like, but it's like you're then supporting like Israel or something. I don't know. It's like that's the whole sort of thing. The whole JDL thing, which makes you wonder like what is his allegiances basically, and like you said about he might have some good points, but then his whole kind of pro-Israel bias is kind of like I said, I don't support either side of that. Like I think that both sides are, you've got Israel and the Hamas thing. I think they're both kind of. This is why I don't like to talk too much because my stance is kind of more nuanced on it all and just kind of. I don't want to end up getting into any arguments about it all and stuff, but yeah, Starman, doing fine, thank you. How you doing? International affairs. Hello, Sahil. Yeah, it's just why is he getting involved with like Israel lobby basically? Which is that why he's so kind of like is saying all these things like about being a Zionist and all that because he's getting paid so much. So this is all well known that it's okay. Thank you, Craig. But yeah. Anyway, but this is a bit obviously controversial. And that what are you saying, Kuryu? What are you mumbling about? Okay. I'm just like just talking about Tommy Robinson because like someone brought up about Tommy Robinson and stuff. Just the whole kind of like thing of him receiving a lot of money from Israel. So it's like, because you could argue that, you could say that is Israel trying to kind of use the anti-Islam thing as a way to deflect against their own kind of like atrocities, And this isn't anti-Semitic or anything like that. I have no problem with, with just you general people. This is in terms of like the establishment and the fact that he's taking money from their kind of lobby or whatever. But yeah, they planted Robinson to control the movement. Who's planted them? You're on about Israel. Did they do it to start with as a way to try and kind of as a way of trying to deflect and try and because we have to look at like because some people actually say that problems in the Middle East might actually be partly to do with why there's this problem in the first place. Now, I'm not saying that that's necessarily the main reason why there's people migrating from like South Asia, for example, and Middle Eastern countries. But it's like, if there's any, sort of like, I don't know, this is where this all gets a bit complicated. And this is all a bit out of my depth, so I don't want to come across as ignorant here. I'm just kind of speculating, but yeah. There's a lot of fakes, a lot of like, in my opinion, grifters and shills and what have you that are just, they're more interested in making money. Doesn't he have like some mansion in friggin' Spain or whatever, Like this isn't somebody I don't think should be really, that you should really be looking up to. Is fake so fake. Anyone that knows anything knows that surely. Yeah, it's just that people have gotten so kind of, it's like, I don't know. I would actually say that someone like friggin' Tucker Carlson is more credible than him, and that's saying something, Hi JCM, how you doing? Because at least they're willing to actually kind of go against that whole thing, At least they actually have kind of. It just feels like the kind of controlled opposition of like. It's like how everyone's all kind of, you get all these like Tommy fans who are now like probably the ones who are voting for Restore and Reform and all that, right? Who are just kind of. They've all been kind of, you know, I don't know, this whole kind of like, there's this nuance missing of the discussion. You've got the really like hardcore anti sort of immigration type of people, right? And I just feel like it's kind of like being set up. It's like, for example, if you look at Restore's policies, they're talking about putting a ban on burqas. Like, imagine if they actually got in. What the hell would happen then, right? Like, how is that? Imagine now. And it's who was it? Whose ex was a Muslim? Hang on a sec. Hang on. Let me just have a look. Hang on a second. Oh, okay, what are you in about? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Use that wasn't kind of like, you know, a slur. I don't really think that's a good. But like, I mean, yeah, maybe he's fake as well. But I'm just saying that he at least seemed more than Tommy. At least I don't know, but they're probably all the same, right? Tucker Carlson and you know all these different people, right? All these, they're all kind of like a bit of an echo chamber in a way. Glitching. Hang on a sec. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying a bit about like, I don't know, like the whole homophobic slur, you know. But anyway, like someone using the, you know, that word to, it's some kind of derogatory. Yeah, we mean make it make sense. What are you saying? Hang on. I was just saying everyone wants to be a patriot for clout. My mate from school is now a proud patriot and she has kids with a Muslim. I mean, I don't know, like, I mean, you can sort of like, I don't necessarily know if there's like, anything wrong with that. It's like if that Muslim is somebody who, you know, is actually someone who respects the country that they're in and has a, you know, respects the traditions of it and stuff like that, then I don't see anything wrong with that. Just because someone's a Muslim in a country like that, I mean, as long as they, you know, can like integrate with the people and stuff, then I don't see anything bad there. But what you're saying, Salad, there's more in here, but she's making his life hell. Who's making? Hang on a sec. So she was like, what are you saying? She's making his life hell. I'd have to like, I don't know. I'd have to look into that. But yeah, there's like people who can just be like, yeah, just really not very nice if they're. You know, where it's like they take the patriot thing too extreme, and they're like, they have this very like bigoted view on outsiders and things like that, which I don't think is fair. I think everyone should be taken as an individual. You know, it's like take everyone on their own individual merit, not tar everybody with the same brush. I will sit down when I want to. Kelly and Drina, how's it going? But yeah, it is a tough topic, but yeah, I mean, it's like, I think that people should be able to practice somebody else. I'm British and brown and racism to legal immigrants. Yeah, this is the thing where, like I was saying about the whole Tommy thing, and it's like, yeah, the focus is on like a certain type of immigrant, but we shouldn't be like trying to focus all the attention on the ones who are here legal. Those are like, you know, because it's like we need legal immigration. It's like, for example, right? I remember on my a while ago, I had somebody who was like living in Australia, and they had this very like, it seemed like they had a very big on things, and when somebody said, well, we need legal immigrants for like, what to work here, to like, be like nurses and stuff, we'd be fucked without them, right? So when they said that, this person started then getting, like started to call that person an idiot. So then at that point I was like, fuck off, I don't need people like you here. So then they left and they never came back. They end up showing their true colours and stuff. Yeah, exactly. These people just need to get a grip, right? Mine 31, thank you for the follow. So yeah, it's just, it's like you have to, just kind of like not, it's like even if you do really truly believe that you shouldn't have any immigrants, it's like you should also respect that not everyone's going to agree with that. But just shows that they're so close-minded, and yeah. What's that? Oh yeah, the moonwalk. Oh yeah, I need to practice that. But yeah, some people just, like you said, they just need to get a grip, and it just shows a lack of emotional maturity there, doesn't it, Low emotional intelligence. Like, they just easily get, like, triggered when someone has a different opinion. It's like, wow. And they would probably agree more than they disagree, right? But they could have a more nuanced opinion, but then, oh no, now I'm triggered, It's like, hi Shazane, how you doing? I hope you're well. Yeah. Tisha, how you doing? Oh, well, thank you for joining me. Welcome to the live, everybody. Like you is detrimental to one's health. It shows in many bigger. Yeah. Thank you for following Morena. Yeah, I'd probably like in the middle when it comes to things like, like immigration and stuff like that. I'm like, I think that some immigration can be beneficial. Like I was saying, like we would need people to come and to work, and because they actually have value. It's like they want to just like ignore that because, okay, what if we had sent them all home? Okay, good luck with that, Like what percent? Let's have a look at what percentage of healthcare workers. Let's have a look just for reference, right? What percentage of healthcare workers are immigrants? And also, apparently, they do a better job oftentimes as well. So, well, there is that, right? Economic immigrants. But yeah, basically, let's see. So 21% of NHS staff in England, roughly 325,000 people, are non-British nationals. So now you might say that, well, if it wasn't for all the immigrants, then we wouldn't need so many staff. But that could be some argument. But let's have a look at the actual percentage of, like, say, I don't know, like, now some might say, oh, well, we just need to, like, send them all home or something. Some people say that we should be deporting everybody, right? I just don't think that's, inner slime fan. How you doing? Thank you for the gift, Petrify. Like, you can't just send people home, can you, But yeah, it's like, well, if we, yeah. Your IQ is higher than that. What's that? What do you mean? Who are you talking to here? I was just trying to kind of like, try to reason with people and be like, it's not gonna, yeah, it's not good, is it, if we're just like, oh yeah, you've not talked, so yeah. Trying to like, understand where people are coming from. Oh, there's somebody in the chat. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got a lot of low IQ people, but it's like if we didn't have immigrant workers, then, good luck. Yeah, so like, what would happen if we got rid of them all, Hello, Lucas, how you doing? Then, what we're gonna do? Send all of the first, second, and third generation immigrants back home, because pretty much that was what we would have to do in order to make up for the loss of healthcare workers, right? Yeah, the NHS would crumble, right? But the only way that it would survive is if we had to just get rid of all of the first, second, the third generation. There's literally a couple of generations of immigrants now, and it's about, what is it, 15 to 20% of the country is made up of. That's what the elites want. We're about to get rid of them all. Pewtree, how you doing? I am Kath, a video. I'm good, thank you. I'm good, Kath. Anyway, Shorty says, James, are you biggest fan, James? Right, oh yeah. Hello, Bernard, how you doing? I hope you're well. So what you're saying, that they want to get rid of them all, but then there's some people that says that they're trying to do the opposite, to try and keep bringing more in. I don't know what's going to happen. Is it? Yeah, thank you, Grace. Some people are saying that they want to make it to where the non-natives become a majority in the next few decades, but I don't know really. I don't know what they're trying to do, but it's just, I'm just saying that, if we were to get rid of all the, all these NHS stuff, then, well, how are you going to do that then? Well, that's BS. I mean, yeah, maybe it's the opposite of what people are, sort of thinking. But they're trying to make us scared. Yeah, it's like the whole kind of boogeyman type of thing, I guess. It's like, get everyone panicking over some, threat that's just kind of... I mean, people talk about Sharia law and stuff like that, but I don't know. I've heard people... saying that that's going to happen, but I don't know. I just, I can't see it happening anytime soon, but yeah. Shazin, how you doing? I hope you're well. The benefit, but it's if there's this kind of maybe you could say that that's where, the Israel lobby or something, is that what's trying to push for the anti-Islamic sort of thing? I mean, that's why we keep getting a lot of these right-wing people who are, say, trying to push some of these ideas. What are you saying? Native American? What do you mean? Native American reservations. But what you're saying is that, they want people to think what's going to happen. Then what happens, it's like a reverse of what they're actually playing. So like a reverse psychology thing. Get everyone to think that basically that so that then we basically end up with no migrants or something, and it's just kind of a which I think would be not particularly a good thing, really, would it? What do you mean, do actually work? What you're saying? Don't know what you mean. Anyway, what time we're on? 4:10. Imagine the UK would just as... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty boring, wouldn't it, It's I think diversity is a good thing, right? Having people from different backgrounds. As long as those people can integrate and respect the culture, then I have no problem, right? Well, I've no problem with the people of Israel. I mean, I think it's just that like there's this lobby thing that's basically, I think it's influencing some of the political stuff. It's like in America, like they give so much money to like Israel, and some are saying that, you know, whether that should still be happening at this point. Where is the love, Black Eyed Peas? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's it. You know, it's just so I can sort of like see that in a way. It's just there are certain people who are diversity is the best. I'm a UK immigrant to the Middle East. Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing, is that these British people might want to like be able to migrate to some other country. So it's like you can't have it both ways, can you? You can't say that you want to be able to migrate and be an expat, but then be mad when other people try to enter your country. You know, it just doesn't work like that, does it? You know, I don't call myself an expat. Yeah, that whole word just sounds a bit stupid anyway, doesn't it? You know. Hello, Sandy Watkins. No, I'm British. Hello, Kate Ing Roblox. How you doing? Yeah, the whole expat thing, I don't know. But, so let's talk about all those British patriots that go to Thailand. Oh yeah, there's a lot that do that. Hello, Judge, because you would say that, you know, if there were such patriots, they would stay and try to support the country, you know? So can you really blame people for, like, you know, wanting to go and live a better life, you know? If people are wanting to come over here for a better life, you know, as long as they are, you know, coming to benefit the country, like if they are, you know, healthcare workers, for example, and they're, yeah, was it Deloria? I know, how's it going? What about Poland? I'm doing fine, thank you, Jude. How you doing? Rebellion Ant, good to see you. How you doing? Favorite name? I don't know. Fayas, how's it going? Yeah. Why do you think one day you and me both will die, right? Well, what if we never actually die? What if death is an illusion? I know this is going kind of more really weird theories, but yeah. Hello, Vexed. Hello, Veer. How you doing? Oh, cool. Thank you, Jude. Just person Adele says, what if... whatever. Let's get rid of that. Deluxe, how you doing? I hope you're well. But yeah, there was these people saying millions must go. Like how many? Let's see how many illegal immigrants in the UK right now. So it says here between 700 to 900,000. All these are highly uncertain. Some studies suggest figures could be higher, while others have been disputed. So let's just go by that. That's not millions plural, is it? Even if it's a little bit more than that, you know, to say millions must go is suggesting that legal immigrants would have to leave as well. 1.5 million are on benefits and have been last 5 years. So, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say, well, you should be like, maybe then do something about that then. Like, if they want to stay, then they would just kind of, you know. But anyway. Oh, what's this? Amelia, how you doing? I hope you're well. Welcome in. Welcome to the chat. It's like, you can't just like offer them benefits and then be like, oh no, actually, you can just go fuck off now. Like, that's what they've been kind of like promised here. Now you trying to say that they have to go. I don't know. Maybe you could just like, I don't know really. But yeah, some people need to be on benefits. They can't get out the house because, I mean, there is that, but then you could say, well, we shouldn't be, you know, the taxpayer has to pay for that, you know. So I understand where they're coming from in a way that, you know, why are they even here then if they can't benefit this country then so I understand that whole kind of point of view that, you know, but there are people in this country that are on benefits as well, so why is the whole focus on them? But anyway, well, yeah, some people are sick, so there is that, I suppose. But I get the point that, like, some people are just... There are a lot of people who just, you know, play on the system, right? But there's even homeless people that will just kind of, you know, pretend to be, you know, needing money for, like, things, but then they're actually just... So there's people who exploit things, is what I'm saying, but I think it's the system that is the problem that needs to be addressed, where we only, you know, sort of like, if we actually sorted out the system, then we'd probably actually end up better off overall. But yeah, obviously not everybody's messing around, but yeah, what's that? Well, yeah, there is that. I've heard that, like, about some of the who's half of what are on benefits. What are you talking about? But yeah, people saying that they're losing their houses because of immigrants. I don't know how true that is. I mean, I've heard some stories about that, but yeah, which would not be good in my opinion. I think that I do agree that we should be, like, probably putting our people first, you know? Because I would say this from that, you know, philosophy of you can't pour from an empty cup. We should really be trying to make sure everyone here is sorted out first, before then trying to, you know, sort of like, anyway, but yeah, Lala, how's it going? Hello, Emma. Okay, well, bye then, Emma. Okay, whatever, you know, it's like, if you don't like it, then, you know, whatever. Why do you need to try and... I'm just, like, trying to understand where people are coming from. That's all I'm trying to do, you know? People get so triggered, don't they, by different opinions and stuff. I'm trying to just, you know, look at both sides of the argument, you know, to understand where both sides are coming from. Because of high taxes, every other country look after their own. Well, yeah, you're right there, you know, but... yeah, I do think that, like, yeah, they should be doing that first, and then kind of they can help others. I'm in the middle, really, right? I think it's just, yeah, I understand why people are frustrated, because their taxpayer money is going to, you know, put up people in these houses, in these hotels, I mean, and then, but those are the illegal ones, but yeah. But for, like, the legals, then you could argue that they're having a net positive, like, for example, by, you know, by putting tax revenue into the economy as well. So they actually, anyway, hello, Angela, how you doing? If they're bringing their skills, bringing in talent and skills, like, and some of them are harder working than people here, so can you really blame them for bringing in skills, because they've worked so hard their life, they've gone through, like, you know, extreme poverty, to come over here and finally be able to make something of themselves. Miss Heather, thank you for following. So they appreciate, even if they're paid like quite a modest wage, but compared to what they were on over there, it would be like living like a king or a queen, right? So, yeah. I guess we've just got to look at the bigger picture of, like, what is the overall effect? Is it, you know, and it's like, yeah, there's some on benefits and stuff, but then we could say that, you know, if they're coming here and they're bringing in some kind of value, then that's great, right? You know, they might be working harder. It's like some of these, like, Indian doctors, that they're arguably a lot better in some cases than British doctors. They can, you know, diagnose things better in a lot of cases, and arguably better at treating things because they have more experience. They have more, you know, on that sort of stuff. So, like, people just want to focus on the negative aspects of it a lot of the time, but there's actually positives to bringing in people from foreign countries as well. So I think we have to have a balanced kind of point of view on things, really. And yeah, it's not ideal to have to, you know, to be like, you know, giving handouts to a lot of these people, but, you know, but there's also good as well. Anyway, is everybody all right then? But yeah, it's just that I try to have a more of a nuanced kind of discussion about things, because, you know, it's like oftentimes that's the truth is somewhere in the middle with like these kind of debates and stuff. Angela Reynolds, how you doing? But I didn't even know that Emma person was even watching. I don't know if they're like a troll or whatever, but they just kind of come in and say, all right, yep, okay, I understand now. I'm out, sorry, lol. But I can't listen to this. But it's like, well, yeah, there's extremists on both sides. Like, it's like you'll get the ones who are like, for example, just open the floodgates and just let anybody in, which I think is actually ridiculous, because it would be funny because it's just ironic how you'll get some of these like ones on the far left of things who'll say stuff like that they're, you know, like feminists and whatever about, you know, women's rights, which is good and all that, but it's just, it's kind of ironic that they would be pro, thank you, Richard, that they would be pro letting, you know, opening the floodgates to unvetted migrants who have, in, you know, numerous cases, you know, like abused these young women in the UK. Like, it's, so they have to sort of see the irony of their belief system there, that it's not compatible. It's like, you can't be too tolerant and also be pro human rights at the same time. Because the more, if you become too tolerant, that means you end up tolerating criminal behavior, basically. Hello, LK9980. So that's where it becomes like irony, I would argue. You can't have it both ways, basically. You can't have too much tolerance and also be a, you know, feminist, or even on the other side as well, you couldn't be pro anything like that. You know, you couldn't be a anti-homophobia, for example, because that would mean that you would have to be able to tolerate anything. You know? What you're saying, where's Mac Mahon? Hello, Jubeda. How's it going? Welcome to the live. So I think that we can have tolerance for certain things, right? We can, but being able to let people have the freedom of speech to be able to. Hello, Kelly. How you doing? Hope you're well. But then people can go too far with being too tolerant, too, you know, kind of like to a point where it just looks like, what do they call it? What's the word? Just enabling of bad behaviors and stuff. Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you. How you doing? Because then it's like you'll be labelled as a bigot or something. So it just gets really confusing then, doesn't it? Because they would hold two positions that seem to be like contradictory. Gerald, how you doing? Hello, Rishabh Edits. Just saying how there's like extremists on both sides of this political spectrum on, say, like things such as immigration. Inner, welcome back, John. How you doing? So, find a kind of middle ground where it's like we can be tolerant and we can be in some ways, but also we have to be able to draw a line somewhere, you know? There has to be some lines drawn. Things get out of control. But saying the native Brits have the right is extreme question mark. What do you mean? Have the right to what? I'm just saying that, like, if we're saying that, oh, well, we want to get rid of all migrants, then isn't that like a bit sort of like, you know, an extreme position to take? To say that, oh, well, millions have got to go. Because that would include a lot of the legal ones as well. Are we saying that they don't have a right to be here? Like, they've been here for, like, years. And just because they might be in a bad time financially or something, but then you're saying that they can't stay. Anyway. Being patriotic to homeland UK is extreme. Do not all, but we don't want to flood ourselves and drown. But it's like, I guess it's just a nuanced thing. It's like, yeah. Obviously, we can't be like just seen as a country where people feel like they can come and exploit it. But anyway, but it's just, yeah, because the thing is, there's a thing called the ECHR, which is something to do with human rights, but they're saying that until we come out of the ECHR, then we're just going to keep getting all of this unvetted migration stuff. Which, yeah. So that's what would have to happen. But the problem is that a lot of these parties can't really be trusted. You've got people now shifting to like the Restore Party, and they're talking about putting a ban on burqas. Now, whether you agree with it or not, what is that going to lead to? Because if they believe now that if they can't practice their religion in this country, then let's say they don't want to leave, what's going to happen? They're going to fight. You know, that's what I think is going to happen anyway. They're not going to just leave, I don't think. Without a fight, that is, anyway. So, yeah, hello Sam. So it's just like, you've got to be careful with doing this kind of stuff, because you could end up creating some kind of, I don't know. But then you could say if that happened, then they would just have to cave in anyway. So what's the point then, you know? Because they'll probably just be like, okay, right, okay, we'll just let you have them. But that could cause some, like, I don't know. It could, I just see it causing some mess, basically, potentially. So I don't know. No, I'm not adding mods right now. I just don't see it ending very well, to be honest. If that's what's going to happen. It could cause civil unrest, at the very least, I think. And yeah, this is not going to end well. It almost seems to me that that's what they want. Yeah. So whether you agree with the burqas or not, it's like, they're here now, and like, what are you going to do? You know, it's like, because if you were trying to make this country hostile for them, now they've come here, now they're not going to want to leave. It's just, we have to think in a kind of like, to be pragmatic and, you know. So like they say, be careful what you wish for, because this could cause carnage. But yeah, I just don't trust any of these political parties. I just think none of them care about, you know, helping those who are, you know, poor or anything like that. People saying, oh, well, if we just, like, let's talk about the taxes for a second, right? Like, they'll say stuff like, oh, well, if we put the taxes up, then the rich are gonna leave or something like that. But then, is that really gonna be that bad of a thing, I would argue? You could argue in some ways, if all these rich fuckers left, then in some ways it might leave, you know, because then if they have to like leave their businesses, then it could open up some room for startups to be able to, you know, be successful and stuff like that. So it might allow for more competition, open the way for you know, other companies to compete. So for example, if let's say you know, some big like company like a shop or something was to then decide to leave the country to avoid taxes, then what might happen is you'll get some more smaller companies set up, and then it would sort of create more jobs in the smaller businesses. So while it might take away some of the jobs in, but I don't know, maybe I got this wrong, but it's yeah, we should be cautious about things, really. It's just, we just have to be pragmatic and realistic, really, about things, because what if they're trying to set us up, you know? But yeah, this whole thing of, you know, oh, well, they're just going to go and the taxes less or something. But anyway, fill the gap and that the smaller startups. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? There has to be some gap filled. Okay, they take all the money. They say, oh, well, it ends up draining the tax. You know, there ends up being less tax revenue, less money being generated. Well, I'd say that the GDP of the country is to do with the value that the people are providing for the country. So if, say, a big company isn't providing that value, then a smaller startup can provide the value then. So, yeah, no more megacorps. Yeah, if the megacorps leave, then you could say, well, good riddance. So what they're saying could actually be opposite of what's true. Now, I would actually argue that maybe the best way to get rid of the megacorps could be through basically, you know, draining them of their resources, right? Because, let's say, for example, if we stopped supporting them so much, if we stopped supporting this system, then it would crumble, right? So what you would have to do is like barter and things like that, right? Because if the system, doesn't have like the tax revenue, so what you would do is you would just kind of earn whatever you have to do without being taxed, basically. Then you would just kind of, the rest of the things that you would do is just through bartering. So you could trade with people, you could trade food, you could trade resources, skills, things like that. Vico, how you doing? Oh yeah, Buzz Lightyear. Oh yeah. Why are you going to the cinemas? Hello Matthew, how you doing? I hope you're well. So what that would do then is eventually it would be drained, basically. And then because the corporations are not making the money, they're also not going to be putting money into the system as much, which then leads to this public sector shrinking to a point where it's no longer functional. So we would then have the ability to say, okay, we either cut off the taxes for all of the... We could actually start to be able to lobby them at that point, I reckon. So I was thinking about whether we could lobby the government, just like how the corporations do. But if we had the power to be able to just, you know, just basically
drain the system of its resources, then we'd have the upper hand then, basically, and we could just basically do whatever the hell we want. We can say, okay, we're not going to put into this system until this system is going to actually, to provide good services, stop wasting people's money, stop wasting taxpayers' money, and we could just get them to go ahead and do what we want, So, barter system, Amish, Mennonite and such, Yeah, you got like your Luddites and stuff, haven't you, who are, they don't really do much technology and stuff, do they, or at all? Hi, Carl, how you doing? Katzomung, how you doing? Laura Mears, how you doing? I hope you're well. People will be lazy, though, and still buy cheapest from the mega corps. That's the problem, isn't it? It's so tempting, isn't it, to buy the cheapest stuff. People don't cook their own food because it's easier to go to McDonald's or whatever, or even just order McDonald's off an app now, which is even easier. But yeah, it's just, hello Venom, go actually start growing your own food, then it's a way of relying less on the system. So yeah, thank you, Venom. I think it'd be good if I could start influencing this trend of just extreme, kind of like, basically like, some might say it's anti-capitalist. I'm not an anti-capitalist. I am anti-corporatist and more in favor of independent businesses. That's what the agorists they believe in. What's called market anarchy, basically. That's the thing that I would be more kind of inclined to sort of believe in, because I believe in free trade, limited regulation. That there's a lot of regulations that actually hurt small businesses, actually, and capitalism. Yeah, I think a lot of it's about people becoming more conscious of their choices and more, because one of the things that regulate is brand. Put things out, what happens then? The brand loses its reputation. But we have a responsibility to hold corporations accountable by, sort of voicing our concerns and things like that. So, yeah. What's that? Sunny said, "You're not too bad, thank you. How are you doing? Welcome to the live." So, yeah. But yeah, because people want to try and demonize capitalism because of the extremes, and I've kind of been down there a bit as well, but you could argue it's not capitalism itself's fault. It's this kind of state capitalism, the corporate capitalism, this cronyism, lobby the state kind of capitalism, which is arguably in a sense anti-capitalist, because it's anti-free markets, because it's about basically state regulations, and the state is kind of like the middleman between the corporations and the consumers. Oh, you've just been in town, okay, welcome back. So that's what we've got to understand, is that things could work if we actually were able to support small businesses. Unfortunately, though, the system's designed to make it hard to even do that, right? Because, people take so much tax off people, and people have barely even enough money to even support them, right? But yeah, I think people also could learn to grow food and fend for themselves, and like learn how to repair things, maybe things like that, A little gaming, how you doing? Even things like products that have gotten damaged, because with the whole kind of planned obsolescence, right? If people learn how to repair them themselves, then they wouldn't have to keep buying new things all the time. So that could be a good thing to not rely so much on this system, is learning to repair. And yeah, a lot of things just get thrown away because it gets damaged or whatever, but if you can repair it yourself, then that's great, right? Like, for example, let's say you have a table or something that gets damaged. Maybe it gets a chip or something, and then you're like, oh, I want to throw this away now. Okay, why don't you just, fill it in or something, fill in the cracks or whatever. If you learn how to do that, you wouldn't have to throw it away and buy more. So I do agree with the people with like the environmentalism and all that, with not wasting stuff. And it's the responsibility is on you, right? To try to make the most out of what you can. What you're on about gaming. So yeah, we have a responsibility to be like, try to be as unwasteful as you can, right? But yeah, like there's just a lot of like polarity with like, you've got the capitalism and then you've got socialism and communism. Hello Elaine, how you doing? Hope you're well. Thinking that things have to be one way or the other. Thinking that we either have to have this kind of crony capitalism or we have to have Marxism, basically. Why do we have to have one or the other? I think that food should be something that's everywhere, right? I think that when it comes to like basic survival, I don't think that's something that people should have to pay for, food and shelter, things like that, right? We should all have some form of shelter that is free, at least not having to pay what we need to, because a lot of it is unnecessary. Even a lot of the space is unnecessary, I think. A lot of people end up wasting a whole bunch of space. And, we could probably just live in like friggin' modular homes at this point, Okay, thank you, Elaine. Hello, Jello. Welcome in. We could probably just live in these like modular homes, like these prefabricated homes, and just, live a simple life. But it's just that this system encourages you to keep consuming more, so then you have to keep storing more things, but it just keeps you trapped in more and more consumers and pay more money, having to work all these long hours. But it's all like home and property are holy. Yeah, I think it's something that it should be. I'm not saying it should be a human right, but I'm saying that it should be something that people, get with like just the ability to have their own land and stuff and just be able to plonk a caravan on it or whatever, something like that, even if people want to have a simple life, they should be able to just do that. I know that you technically could kind of do it, but it feels like land is just like really expensive, and maybe what we need to do is like come together or something and share a piece of land. Maybe something like that could be the way to do it. People could just like buy a few caravans, different mini homes, things like that, plonk them on some land, right? Let's say the land costs 100k, but you get 10, 12, 15 people all living on that land. It's going to cost like a lot less then, isn't it? All right, Tiger, how you doing? You okay? Hello, Megan. So, it's going to cost a lot less if you, if everyone all just chipped in, right? Because maybe I would do that at some point, where we all just chip in, buy some land, and just, live in a little mini community, right? Mike, and everyone would just kind of keep themselves to themselves, right? It wouldn't necessarily be where people feel forced to kind of be part of it, but it's just there is a kind of syndicate, right? Because this is where I would kind of agree with the whole syndicalism, where it's like kind of people bring their resources together and like, yeah, Tiger, yeah, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the chat. So, but yeah, you might only have to pay like, 20,000-30,000 each for both the land and the accommodation on it. Then once you've got that, then you basically, we could either maybe have a little plot of, maybe have a little bit of food you grow, and then maybe you would still buy some food when you need it. Yeah, then you really don't need that much more. You could just probably get by on like a mini heater or something. Like, it wouldn't be that complicated to get by, but people, I guess, just, I don't know really. People can get quite greedy and want more and more and more, but if people are willing to have a simple life, then it's not. Hello, Amir. No. Hello, Leo. How you doing? If people are willing to have a simple life, then it is technically possible to do it. It's just seems like a lot of people just don't want to sacrifice certain things. I guess everything has a sacrifice. Everything in life has some sacrifice, but it's all about weighing up whether you think the sacrifice is worth it. What time is it? It's 16:47. Is the sacrifice worth it? That's the question, right? Do I play cricket? No. Hello, Bob. How you doing? Hello, Johan. How's it going? Hope you're well. Don't think so. Welcome back anyway. Thank you for the likes. Oh, you live in an apartment in Seattle. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I think it's just we have to weigh up what we want in life, right? Do we want social approval and blah, blah, blah? Do we want, keep up with the Joneses, live in a, 3-4 bedroom house that you have to pay $1,000 plus a month on or whatever, however much you pay? Or do you want a simple life where your expenses are pretty much zero, If we could all just find a bit of land somewhere that we could all just share. I mean, you could probably just live for free pretty much, because you could probably find like for example, even food, right? There's a lot of food waste, right? And you could probably find food for like nothing. Like there's apps that you can use that you can get either free or food that's like almost free. And then if you wanted to make a bit of money, you could just do shit online, right? And that's your life that's pretty much out of the system. And, you're not really like, basically you're not really tied to anybody, right? As in like, you're not tied to a business or whatever. As in like, you're not tied to some company where you have to show up every day, tied to like some kind of council tax probably, because you're, like there's a lot of benefits of this, but it's just how much of people's materialism are they willing to give up for freedom? Because I'd say actually materialism is actually quite, you could say it's quite enslaving in a way. Yeah, slaves in the matrix. I would say that that's really the way to, sort of break free from the matrix is that we have to come together, and put our resources together, If we all just bought some land somewhere and we just maybe grow some food, maybe get some free food off some of these apps, or maybe just earn a little bit of money online or something, so that way you can fund it and you can buy a couple of nice things, do some nice things with it, maybe go on a holiday, who knows, but that way you basically, you're not tied to any kind of, so anyway, but yeah. Sure, but who will make my tacos? People like me. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, it's up to you to make your own tacos then, isn't it, You are responsible for your own life then, basically. Learn how to cook them or something, But you're still saving a lot of time where you would have been, building someone else's empire. Just live in the country somewhere and, hello Jim Car Badshaw. How's it going? Where am I from? I'm from the UK. Where are you from? Nice to meet you. Do you like asparagus? I don't mind it. It's just very overpriced. I don't know. I don't really buy it. I've had it occasionally for like a risotto, right? Because I made it for like a green risotto, so it had I think it had asparagus and spring onion in it. So so it can be good. It's very expensive, isn't it? Asparagus for what it is. But it's probably quite good for you though, but yeah. Who's jealous? Rocky Mountain oysters, nah, never tried it. Oh yeah, landscaping, that's cool, yeah. Was that landscape gardening, you mean? Hello the bunny, I've heard it's supposed to be quite, isn't it supposed to be quite a decent pay or something? Oh yeah, risotto's good, yeah. I've done like mushroom risotto before, that's a good one. You use like arborio rice and just yeah. Maybe I should try it. Some people say you could try like different types of mushrooms, maybe it'd be interesting to try it with different ones. No, I've never seen that one, Ben, no. But the outdoor spaces and such goings, trees and pots. Oh cool, that's good then. Do you enjoy that then? Well, I guess if you didn't, you wouldn't be probably doing it, but yeah. It's a great movie already. I've never seen it. And I've heard like people reference it before, but never watched it. But anyway, thank you for the likes, everybody. Much appreciated. But yeah, I just like to talk solutions really, because everyone wants to complain about the system, don't they? But we all have the power to be able to make changes if we really want to, I believe. It comes down to having that kind of temporary kind of discomfort, I guess, because a lot of people don't want that kind of turbulence in their life, do they? They get so comfortable in their place and in their job and their life that it just kind of feels daunting to break from that routine. But sometimes it's important to be able to break a routine or something, so that way you can sort of free yourself. So yeah. Oh, that's good, Jess. I didn't know you were still there. Welcome back. Hope you did as well. Anyway, actor Ryan Gosling. Yes, I've heard of him. Yeah. What's Dawa party? I don't know. Take care, inner. But I'd rather talk more about this kind of stuff than just kind of complaining about things like, oh nerd. Because it's like, for example, you're getting people, complaining about, say like immigrants claiming benefits, for example. But it's like, it would just be like anybody doing it. You could say that's a problem if they're not legitimate and they don't need it. But it's like, well, why don't you just try to focus on what's within your control then, and just try to just make a better life for yourself. Usually it's the people who basically the ones who are losers in life, that they try to blame somebody else for their shortcomings,
And yeah, of course, like, you know, obviously the system is kind of corrupt and whatever, but it's like, that's probably not the main reason for your shortcomings. I'm just saying. For some people, you could say it could be like a self-fulfilling prophecy where they believe that some boogeyman or whatever is trying to stop them, so then they never actually become successful in their life. Oh, really, Salad? But anyway, thank you all for stopping by. I will be getting going for a couple of minutes. I should be back shortly, but yeah, take care, people. I'll see you all soon. All right, see you in a minute. I'll go to I'm just going, yeah.